getting at this point where this potential change to the code would have a deleterious impact on the environment. I think each project that would come up would come through us anyway, and we would judge on each project, but I'm not seeing anything here that would, it's not like, they're going to be chainsawing trees down as part of this.
Correct. Yeah. And the thing that is strange is like already adult daycare is allowed in an independent building. So you could already have independent buildings being built. They're just for some reason restricted to adult and not allowing the child.
Yeah. I think though, I tend to agree with you, but I think the town code should have guidelines of lot sizes and stuff like that. And
Well, it has to.
It has to.
Yeah.
And then like the other thing is there's probably state requirements that in particular, if you have toddlers, there has to be X amount of space for playgrounds and stuff like that. So I think that the ordinance is a start, but there's a lot more details that need to be in it.
Yeah. So, and again, it's just a timing thing. I have progressed quite a bit beyond this.
Okay.
What's in your packet? So the town code actually has a section specific to adult daycare and child daycare, and it references the state requirements already.
Mm-hmm.
Our child daycare facilities has a requirement for a certain amount of green space and playground space, and we also have a whole section on care homes, which seem to be mixed in a little bit with adult daycare. So, and then we have nursery schools, which seem to cross over a little bit between child daycare and schools. So I've pulled out all the definitions that are anywhere in between. I've pulled out all of this, and I've pulled out those 3 sections of code to make sure that we fix them all, or they're all in agreement with each other. And then I actually think the hardest thing is going to be to get the schedules in agreement.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that'll come back to you guys as a more complete package. But this is to be thinking about what it would mean to add the more childcare, like different types of making childcare. So like we have a lot of childcare right now in people's single family homes, licensed through the state, exempt from our zoning code, where they can have, like 5 to 10 kids at a time in their house. They're just treated like single family home. And then we do have a lot of childcare that is in special use permits inside of churches. We have a lot of them. And then we have the JCC. But we don't have a lot of independent childcare buildings. The only one I can think of is actually the KinderCare.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I thank you for doing this, and thank you for going into the weeds with just all of this and parsing it all out and trying to organize it and making it consistent throughout our code. So thank you. I very much appreciate it.
Yeah, you push one leaf
eyes
aside.
kind of glazed.
Like,
my eyes, I was reading through this and my eyes started glazing over. I'm like, oh my God, hats off to you. So thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have any more comments on this? Yeah. Hearing none, let's move on to discussion items, and we have a redesign of the Broadview Credit Union. Laura, do you want to fill us in on what's going on?
It's just more of a report, really, because you guys had those pretty strong comments on the Broadview Credit Union at the last meeting. We did bring those forward to the planning board and to the applicant. They did have a meeting with the town, kind of understanding or just having a more face-to-face conversation about why we really didn't want it to just be a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
We threw around some, crazy ideas. Metroplex was there, and they're trying to come up with something like, we'll see where it goes. The bank has like a business incubation program, and I was just visiting some family in Juneau, and they have, which you guys have probably been to, they have parks and stuff where the food trucks come, and they're very like cute and they have a lot of life. So I mean, maybe they might look at something like that or look at some business startup thing they might be able to put in the front, and then they can. We'll see. Or they're still exploring maybe more of a park in the front, but that's not allowed under the code. So it'd be better for them to avoid a use variance altogether.
Where are the food trucks?
In Juneau. But I mean, they have them around,
Laugh.
like. Oh, no. And
It's a parking lot right behind, yeah. It's called Juneau.
yeah, Jengis isn't here, but one of the things the planning board looked at, and I've never seen it in action, but I've seen it on a plan, is that GE brings in food trucks, and they have like a little, like between the back of one of their really big buildings and their hotel, they have like this whole outdoor patio, and then they bring the food trucks in for their employees, and they rotate, and I guess it works pretty good. People like it.
Portland has a big food truck park.
Yeah.
However, the food trucks don't leave. They're permanent.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the way it is in Juneau.
I think they can rotate in and out, but generally speaking, they're parked there, which would be something that, if they wanted to do that, you'd want that because it needs to be a principal.
Yeah, I wasn't there long enough to see them. I was only there for a week.
Mm-hmm.
They were not moving over the first.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a new thing that's evolving, but in some ways, it is a little bit of, a different, it's not as much brick and mortar, but a lot of times they have the string of lights like the Broken Inn did. So they put that out and it's outdoor, so it's a little bit more connection and life to the city. I don't know if that's what they'll do. It was just something that we talked about.
Mhm.
Okay. At least they're thinking creatively.
He was definitely thinking creatively when he left the meeting.
Okay. Any questions for Laura on that? Okay. Greenhouse gas emissions initiative. Last time we had a presentation by Jim. Were there any follow-up with him this last month?
He went, so that presentation of what got emailed to the town board, adopt the community greenhouse gas inventory at their last meeting. It was finished in time to submit the first climate smart certification. So fingers crossed. And we did use it. We did finalize it to submit the climate smart communities grant application for sidewalks, because that was what we were missing the last time that we submitted the sidewalks. So we tried. So Jim helped me a fair amount taking the community emissions and putting it in to show that sidewalks would reduce community emissions.
Laura, quick follow-up question, and you know what I'm going to ask.
I don't think he ever put those in.
Yeah. So, it's not urgent, but it will be a nice number to have in terms of like how much cost savings is involved.
I think I would say, and I really like Jim. He's been a very good consultant to work with. I've definitely asked him at least 3 or 4 times for that.
Okay.
I'll ask him again.
Couple of people at my workplace wanted to know if they can have a copy of that. Like, can I?
Yeah, so it is on the website right now, but it's the draft. We
Okay.
did change a tiny bit for the final.
Okay.
So I'll try and get the final on the website.
Okay.
But the draft is there. It's really close to the final one. So yeah, you can. It goes because Ellen helps me do this. She comes over and we just sit and we get the website up to date. But yeah, it's on there.
Okay. Great.
So
Completed that or not?
Portia sent me her corrections. I did my part, and we went with some back and forth with Jim Nordgren, and it's at a was it last week or the week before? I made a little presentation to the town board, and the town board accepted the report and the full report from phase 2 of the NRI. Yeah, I think it's complete. Point, like we have done what we set out to do.
Okay.
Laura, quick clarification. Like there is an email from 2 days ago from a DEC official. Her last name begins with a W, but I forgot it. You want me to respond to that?
No, it's really just a paperwork closeout of the grant thing. I got a 2-month extension. And I think it was helpful to have it adopted. So when I send the final grant paperwork in, it'll show that. But really it's just me putting together the receipts of everything that was paid and
Okay.
sending it back to the DEC. So
Okay.
I think you worked really hard and put it together, and I think you did a fantastic job at the town board presentation. And I think it's making a difference because the first one was acknowledged and the second one was adopt. So
I think the language they used was accept.
yeah,
Okay.
it was better. So we're moving forward on it.
Regarding the closeout of the paperwork with the DEC, anything I can assist with?
No, I think no, it's just a matter of putting all the copies together and sending them. The DEC is really great to work with on the grant.
So no action from me on the DEC official email. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashok.
Yeah, good job.
Good job.
Yes, thank you.
And I did get comments from people that it's a really great document, and I did actually already share Hudson Land Conservancy, even though it was a draft, because it had some stuff in there about the rice sanctuary. So
Okay, ongoing initiatives. Do we have anything to report on that? Speak up. We'll just do it this way.
So in regards to the composting initiative, so, all right, so in Niskuna, you have, we have 3 compost options. You can compost at your own home, and we, and you know, and we have ways to help you do that. You can, we have a drop off at the senior center at Niskuna. We created that with Kyla at the Cornell Cooperative Extension. So that is open. So you can go 24/7 and drop your compost there. You do have to fill out a form and get the code and know how to do that. And then the third one that we, that I started is where if you are new to composting and you would like to compost at, you can try it and you can come and you can drop it at the Niskuna Farmers Market from 8:30 until until 11:30 every Saturday. And then, and that is it was from, I think, July 7th, and I think it's open till maybe October 17th. And so each week when I go, or when somebody fills in for me, thank you, Laura and Vicki, for doing that while I was on vacation. So we are collecting the compost. I'm collecting the compost, and then I am weighing it, and then I have secured. I had a meeting tonight, so I will be bringing it to the Schenectady Urban Farm for. That's where I will be depositing it. So, so this is an initiative to try to just to get more people to compost, and without having to have the compost in your own home or in your own backyard, or if you don't have the ability to do that, and you come to the farmer's market anyway. And so, so that is that's where we are with the compost. The Lomo is pretty much the same. We'll be getting the, hopefully we'll be getting the the seeds, at the end of the, to replant, and then pesticide free I keep doing, but it's kind of difficult when you don't, when New York City has such a high bar of the pesticides that you're allowed to use. So
People
anyways,
still like the, I think I sold one at the farmer's market.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, people do like the signs and they are still doing it. So, and I feel like as newer families move in with kids, less and less people are using pesticides. So anyways, so that's my report.
Okay, thank you. How about quiet in this unit? Quiet?
I
Okay.
do want to know, Laura, if you have a contact.
Well, Josh is our IT guy is the main person, but really Ellen and I can just add, we add pages to the CAC website all the time. Yeah. Well, there is a quietness unit tab. Like we added one. Yeah, but I think you were telling me that there's way more on the website and like there's like email lists and stuff which we wouldn't be able to migrate over. But I mean we could keep it in like a spreadsheet just locally. Yeah, I think that that if you share what you want to bring over, we can put it on that website. You know, like the Niskuna Tree Council does have their own website. They do a lot of really unique things with that website, like the photo contests and stuff, and people submitting their photos. Like our website doesn't have that capability, whereas like the Tree Council one does, and they also like blog and stuff. But if the Quiet Niskayuna, you know, if we can put most of that, you know, static information on, yeah. Yeah, it's in the, so if you just go to like Town of Niskuna Department or government, I think, and then Conservation Advisory Council, you want to show like the greenhouse gas emission inventory is in the greenhouse gas like side tab. But Niskuna has its own web page too. The greenhouse gas emissions has got a web page. Composting has a website. Like we even figured out how to embed the YouTube video on the composting website. So if somebody's really interested in composting, they can go and watch the video because even though that was when we were giving the compost bins away, it's actually a really good training video and it's funny. Like Kyla's funny when she does it. It's great.
So sorry. So, I did want to say that, thank you to, Kyla, for, and Cornell Cooperative Union because they gave us, I'm not, you know, doing this all by myself. Like, so she, to carry the compost with, and she has given me 3 geo bins that I have I have raffled off I think 2 of them to people who put their names in a bit, you know, and I pull out, and so for people to so thank you very much to them for continuing to support composting.
Yeah, she's fun to watch. She loves composting.
Okay, Georgia, would you like to make a report? Does anyone else have anything else that they would like to discuss at the meeting? Yes. Sure.
If there's a person interested in becoming the new youth person on our committee, what should I tell them?
Yeah, that'd be great because we lost Simran. She still comes and helps me with the seats. Simran did the minutes actually. Really, they just need to send me the resume and they get appointed by the town board, just the same as you guys. Mm-hmm. If you have time,
And
that'd be great.
it's college and high school, right?
It's high school.
It's just high school.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
College people are considered adults,
Okay. Corrected. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
even though they don't feel like it.
Well, you don't know that. Okay, if we have no other order of business, I would make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Ella, did you second? Daniel, someone seconded?
Daniel.
Daniel did. Okay, all in favor of adjourning? Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.